Chinatown, Chinatown, downtown. I don't think the trolley passes through here anymore. I haven't heard or seen of it. ¡Puta madre! Good luck. Gotta hurry up, I don't want a car. One more fucking block. Alright, so I finally found my match. This freaking hill. And I'm on Washington. Coming up to Taylor. Oh, son of a biscuit. I found a match, but the bike, did it find a match? Not yet. Oh boy. 12:39. Her. Thank you. Thank you. Enjoy.
Good day.
Likewise. Battery's coming out. So now that I got to the room, I just finished off. We finished up with my first round, and by me saying we just finished off, it's an understatement. We finished up like about an hour. Nah, not even an hour, but oh yeah, and I'm charging my phone, so it's gonna be about an hour and 30 minutes that I've been waiting. That I've been charging my phone. Yeah, I've been waiting to charge my phone, charge the batteries. I also been charging the GoPro, but I had a portable charger for that, so that's what I'm charging. I'm recording and not actually charging it right now as we speak. Anyways, so the battery, I let it sit for about half an hour. So basically I made it to the room at 4:30. I let it chill for 30 minutes because I don't want to start charging it right after working it. You know, you want to let it cool down, and believe me, 30 minutes is not good enough to let it cool down. You should really let it cool down for way more than that before you start charging your battery. Well, I mean, depending how hard, it's up to you, right? It's your conscience. It's depending on how hard you've been driving it or using it. As for me, I've been using it here and there. Sometimes I use it a lot, but right before coming to the stop, or right before coming to the right here to the spot, I was kind of using it, kind of like, you know, I started using it less because I had that in mind. Hey, I'm gonna go to the room and I want to charge up. So if you have that in mind, you stop using it before that, right? Or you stop using it as much. So that's what I did. I had an idea that I was gonna come over here at around, let's say, when I had 60% battery. I want to, you know what, around 50, I want to be charging it. So I started laying off, you know. I started laying off the usage. I started paying attention a lot more to the roads, trying not to get rides that would go up in an incline, right? Because then I would have to use battery eventually. So I kept that on in mind, and I started using the battery less. And as I started using the battery less, well, hopefully that was good enough to cool it down. But you can see we put, well, that and everything, right? Anyway, so when I got to the room, we put these things together. We put the ice chest, box of brews, and I put the battery pack right here, and I let it cool down for 30 minutes. So yeah, even then I started cooling it down with some AC, which I don't know if it's good or bad, but well, hopefully I did a favor to the battery instead of messing it up. I mean, you want to put that in the descriptions. Anybody has any ideas, or have proof and want to show their link, that'd be tight. Another thing, so yeah, anyways, 4:30 and it's about to be 6. So it was 4:30, it was 5. So at 5 I started charging the battery at 5, and I said it's about to be 5. I mean, it's about to be 6, and actually it's 6. Well, it says right here it's 6. Well, 5:56. Pretty much, it's been an hour, 56 minutes, right? Pretty much it's been an hour. It's charging, and it's almost there. My phone is at 79. The only thing that I need to charge up is me. I need to fucking eat something. So I was thinking about going to somewhere to eat, but if I do, I'm gonna waste money. And not just waste money, I'm gonna eat something heavy that's gonna make me want to take a shit. Excuse the French. But yeah, I'm gonna want to have to use the restroom, and then when I go take a crap, what's gonna happen? I'm gonna lose more money. So I buy expensive food so I could rest a little bit later. Nah. So what I did here is I got some peanut butter and jelly. It worked for me a while back when I went to Oxnard. I did like 100 mile, like 120 mile. Well, I just probably did 100 mile ride. And hey, I took some peanut butter and jelly, and that gave me enough energy to do 100 miles under some pretty hardcore heat. So that's what I wanted to do. Hit a corner like 2 blocks away. There's a Walgreens next to this hotel. And got me some ingredients to make some sandwiches. So all right, so I guess I've been chit-chatting too much, but yeah, that's all I guys want to tell you. Oh yeah, and about how much money so far we did, or I did. In my case, I've done 150, and my first round says I did 25 and a quarter miles with 1300 elevation, which is pretty decent elevation. I thought that I wasn't gonna be able to do those type of elevations, but nah, they're decent. They happen so short in time. Like you just go up a freaking hill just all of a sudden, that after you're done with it, you have a lot of time to chill. So nah, I mean, like, I thought I was gonna be really tired and hammered, but nah. I think, I'm doing 8 miles an hour, 13 elevation. I think I'm doing all right. Oh yeah, and I was gonna say, I lost some mileage, and I'm pretty sure I lost some elevation, because if you can see the Strava, you see where I finished. You see a finish dot where I finished. Look, and went straight right there. So those are a couple hills in here in between. So I lost elevation and obviously miles. So yeah, pretty much this is around the area where we're at doing deliveries. To me, this is pretty much the flattest areas I could find. Anywhere over here, I think there's gonna be more hills. But again, I haven't explored yet. As you can see, I just haven't come out this square. And then this is yesterday's. So bam, you can say I haven't come out of that corner. Yesterday I had a chance to come over here to Daly City, and dude, let me tell you guys, this shit looks so far away, but from right here to Daly City, it's only like 7-8 miles. So it's completely doable. It's just you just gotta be aware or know which ones are the less steep hills, so you could get up there. If you don't know where you're going through, and you just all of a sudden you hit like 3-5 hills, and then you could have just gone through the left or gone through the right, and then avoided all those 3 hills, and you just go through left or right, and you just climb up eventually to that one hill. So you only do one climbing instead of going climbing and climbing. Even though the rollers are pretty fun, but there's traffic, so it's not that fun. Not when you have to be worried about, oh, should I, like left and right, is there a car coming? Should I take that stop sign, or should I just stop for the freaking stop sign? And it kills momentum. It kills your energy. It kills it wastes your battery. I mean your energy, obviously, but your equipment, the bike, the brakes, everything, powertrain. So I try to look at it that way. I'm taking care of my powertrain. I'm trying to care of, giving it less wear and tear, and also less energy. Just trying to be more efficient, in other words. Duh. Alright, man. Again, I'm rambling too much. I'll probably end up cutting all this or whatever. But yeah, that's the did I say what I had to say? Yeah. Anyways, we're like at 150. Alright, somewhere what the heck I was supposed to be saying was, I'm at 150 with both apps. 16 bucks on DoorDash, and then like 135 on Ubereats. So 150 so far. 26 miles plus. I lost some miles, here and there. I lost some miles. So elevation too, I lost. So I'm around, let's just say, rounding it, 25 miles and 1300 elevation. And that was for from starting from 12 all the way to like 4:30. I probably actually started like stopped at like around 4, and then it took me 30 minutes to get here. But I mean, when I stopped recording the miles and everything, so give or take, I have a little bit more miles, a little bit more elevation. But so far so good. I feel pretty damn good. Damn, hit that shit. So I'm just gonna get a little bit of munchies, and I'm gonna get back on the road. My battery was like around 78. Hopefully by the time I'm done eating, I'll be ready my batteries. And as for the bike battery, it's almost full. You can see the last one blinking. So again, in the summary, I did 150 earlier. I'm gonna shoot for another 150 before I take another break, and then after that I might do some overtime and see if I could do another 150. So bam, total tally of tonight, aiming high, fuck low, we're looking at 450. All right, so we're doing that, and we're gonna push to that. By the end of the second round, I'll tell you guys if I feel up to going for a third round. As I said, we'll see. All right, guys, see ya. So anyways, I forgot to mention, this was a how to do video. How to make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches full of monkey grease. You see? So you get the peanut butter, and you get the jelly on the other side, and you put them, bam, you're done. Oh yeah, forgot the other ingredient. This is where the monkey grease comes in. You gotta work on your bike. So again, my how to do video. I told you guys earlier about how I was charging up because I came to charge up. And anyways, the San Francisco hills took a toll on my brakes, or are taking a toll on my brakes, and I need to replace them right away, ASAP. Earlier I replaced the ones in the back because I need to find out if it was the shoe pads they sold me were the right size. So before I bought them, I took them off right there in the shop, and the people in the shop are like really kind, really friendly. I was blown away by their friendliness and how they knew about what kind of shoes I needed. Anyways, then when I get these are the shoes you needed, and I was like, yeah, let me just make sure, and let me take out the brakes that I have. And they're kind of like the same thing. They were like, cool, all right, I'm taking them, got them, now I'm out. All right, so that being said, I'm charging all my equipment, and the point of this video was to show you guys how to replace these shoes on the go, right? Like if you're on the go, you can't, either you don't have access to a mechanic and you're just gonna have to do them yourself, or shoot, there's no one else that knows how to do it, and you're stuck either with no brakes on your bike, and you run it until you screw up your brake rotor, or just don't brake, crash. It's up to you. So this video is dedicated to those people that need to know. So anyways, bam, took out the brakes. I bought the brakes, and my point is always to be prepared. So you see, we came and took this ride to San Francisco. We have no access to, if I was in my house, I know something breaks down, I know, push comes to shove, I know places where I can get things either done or get the part and do it myself, and that same day, instead of waiting for days to have access to expert or whatever, or parts. Push comes to shove, you order them through the internet, and the only reason you wait is because of the internet. All right, so to me, my essential tools, I don't know if you guys see that 10 millimeter, I think it's an 8 millimeter. 8 millimeter what's called wrench. It's for a little safety mechanism, anti theft mechanism that it has, anti theft lock it has, and I have to have those in order to unlock them. Anyways, they're to the ABIS locking system. Anyways, whatever. My bike essentials when I'm working, obviously battery. I got my cable, but right now I'm using it to charge up the other things that I have. Patches for when I run out of when I run out of tubes, inner tubes, air pump, tire lever. I haven't used a tire lever in so freaking long, but I don't know. I always carry it. One of these days I might, hopefully never, I might come across I have an accident, and I hurt my hands. Well, I hurt my hands, I probably won't be strong enough to take the tire off. The tire lever comes in handy. So yeah, not that I've needed it anytime. I did need it at one point because I had some tires that were really, really hard to take off, so the tire lever were necessary. But yeah, these are my most essential tools. As said, I have the cell phone cable for the battery. I'm just using it at the moment. And this right here, this freaking little piece of crap right here. It's there you go, Crank Brothers tool, bike tool. I forgot how many tools it has. You could pause it and count them yourself. But yeah, I don't know how many freaking times I've used the chain breaker, because I get stranded because the chain just broke on me, and that's just me. And I don't know how many other more times I've using it on some other riders, when we're in a big group ride and people just saying crap, they have an accident, the chain breaks, they're going up a hill and they just put too much strength. It's an old chain, whatever. This thing has come along, helped out a lot of times. One time a spoke broke on my bike, and you see this little thing right here on the chain breaker. If you take it off completely, this right here is good for the for tying or loosening your spokes. You see you have a 0, 1, 2, and 3, and you can see how the 2 and the 3 are different sizes. You can see how the 2 is smaller than the 3, right? And 0 and 1 are pretty much close to being really. It takes for you to see a little better, but yeah, I guess those are like smaller ones, but yeah, they're smaller, of course. And I have no idea what is this for right here. Check. So this is part of the locking mechanism. Check this out. That's what I thought it was. It's a key. I can use it as a key. Look at that. All this time I've been carrying that little 10 millimeter because I thought I needed it, but as long as I have this tool, I probably won't need it. At the end of me putting the the brakes on, I'm gonna try them out. I'm gonna try tying it on and see how well it grabs on. See if I could, because like that I can just get rid of that tool. Because if I don't need it, to me it's like that. I take essentials. If I don't need them, I don't carry them. The only reason this one's on with me is because of that. So to me, if I take off anything on my essential list and I'm good, even better. I don't like to carry clunker like for nothing, If you guys can see, but on this brake right here, we have a you see, we have a pin. So you take this pin off, and essentially you see that pin goes through this hole. So and they're like facing like this. So you take the pin out, and the shoe brakes should just slip out. Now, usually, you're not gonna be taking the shoes off, your brake shoes, on the road. So I'm not ready, nor do I think about carrying pliers, because that's another. if this bothers me, imagine carrying some pliers just to not. So you know, essentially, you don't really take these off. So I don't think I really need a tool for that. But let's see if this tool works. Basically, you want to put the little hole right here from the Allen wrench and to the end of that little what's called pin, and kind of twist it. Use I don't know if you guys can see, but I did straighten out a little bit, not go almost there, almost there. So again, I grabbed the end of the pin inside the hole, and I just however I can, I put pressure to straighten it out, and what do you know, it's out. So people, I'm telling you, it can be done. All right, but another thing that's important that I forgot to do. All right, cool. All right, before I take off the pin, before I take off those shoes, I'm gonna damage those shoes. I'm gonna damage them because I need to open them apart. I need to open them apart so I can squeeze in the disc brake, right? You see the brake, the rotor, the disc. If I put some new shoes right now, the shoes are gonna be close together and you're not gonna be able to put the disc in. So what I'm gonna do with the old shoes, they're a little bit open already, I'm gonna get a screwdriver and I'm gonna open them up. Now when I use the screwdriver, I'm gonna be forcing the shoe brakes. So you don't want to do that on the brand new shoes. You want to do that on the old shoes. And if you do them on the brand new shoes, do them really carefully, and obviously with the best intention is just do as much as you can with the old ones. For whatever reason you weren't able to open them up enough with old shoes, because maybe as you can see, your screwdriver is really small, and you know, maybe you have a smaller screwdriver, so you're gonna be stuck with you're still gonna have to put the new ones. But if you could find some type of piece of metal, maybe, you see, maybe this one will come in handy. I don't know. Oh, let's try it out. Alright, can you guys see the shoe pad? So I'm gonna try to put the flat thing into where the disc goes. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's inside where the disc goes. And I'm just gonna turn it like a screwdriver. Shit, left to right. But too damn close, but anyway. Yeah. I like to think I pushed it enough. Something tells me they're not. But anyways, that's my point, right? That's the whole point right here, to open up this gap between the shoes. I don't know, but the 10 millimeter the 10 millimeter the 8mm wrench from Craftsman seems to work even better, so I might not even get rid of it. As you can see, it might help me one day in an emergency of me needing to change my brakes all of a sudden. So now we're ready to take off the pin. Taking off, and you push the, there you go. It couldn't be an easy one, huh? There's always has to be some type of special clamp. There you go. I don't know why that one didn't just come out, but oh well. It's coming out. Bam, there you go. So, I mean, they weren't scraping metal, but the ones on the back wheels, this bottom edge were like scraping metal. It looked like chrome, like all scratched up. So just to give you an idea of what's new and what's old, here's the old, here's the new, and you can see how much shoe they have. Crazy, huh? Anyways, to put them back on, always make sure you have this clip. Always put some new ones, I would say, or always put a new one every so often. They looked pretty good. They didn't give me no hardware with it, and I didn't ask if they had any, so we're putting them on just the way they are. Alright, damn it. So that's what I did on the other one. I put them on there. And just throw them on there. They're on there. Perfect. So just to make sure, in the back you can see that the pin went through all three items, both shoes and the spring thing in the middle. All right, so now all we gotta do is band it back up, right? Now you just gotta make sure that we have this end bend, and again, using your trusty what's called your trusty crank brothers multi-tool. Put that in an angle where you want to pull, how you want to pull. You get the hole of the screw, and then just pull on it. There you go. There you go, guys. Nice and bent, right? Rim can go in. Perfect. So it wouldn't work. It won't work because it won't give me access to it. The tool for the spokes kind of gets in the way. So they're saying in Spanish, mala suerte pitacocha. Something like saying better luck next time. Something like it, but not really. Alright. And to lock it, that's all you gotta do. Yeah. Alright guys, glad you enjoyed, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you find it informational anyway. I hope you got good information out of this video, and it helps you out. Maybe if one of these days you need to do that yourself, and if you need some ideas to being prepared and how to be well prepared. Alright, oh, another thing. So talking about being prepared, I'm looking at these star shape screws on my on the brake systems. The reason they put that is because they're a little bit more rare, therefore it enhances the security on the on your parts. This is really designed to be really anti-theft type of equipment, you know, industrial equipment. It's a cargo bike, and they don't want for you to, they expect for you to have your bike somewhere parked, maybe depending, you know, it's a cargo bike. For some reason you're gonna unload and you might be away from your bike at least an hour, you know, you're unloading or whatever the heck you do, however you do it. So these things are meant for that. They're a little bit more rare, not everybody carries those tools, and therefore it enhances your safety, your anti-theft, you know, on the bike. So, you know, those are really nice things that I see on the bike. The bike is well designed, but yeah, I still would rather have my regular bike. Yeah, I'm weird like that. I'd rather do the work myself. Alright guys, see ya. Yo, I made it back to the room. I fucking found this stove next to a fire hydrant, next to some nice houses. So they consider this trash. I automatically knew what it was. I didn't even open it. It felt heavy. It just felt like everything's there. I seen the knobs. The knobs were right there. So man, the knobs, the button, everything looks freaking good, right? Just got it. Oh shit, I never had one of these. They just cost too much. This thing looks brand spanking new. Someone's trash, someone else's gold. Just take it apart if you can. Nah, I had to. Hell yeah, came up on this. So far, San Francisco has been real good to me. Wow. Woo-wee. All right, let me get back to work. See ya.